And more than a dozen people were arrested in California as well as Washington State after a massive drug bust linked to Mexican cartels.
CBS 4's Naomi Ruckham shows us what was seized and has staggering statistics on how those drugs would have affected thousands of Americans had they hit the streets.
132,000 people. Federal prosecutors say that's how many Americans could have died had it not been for this week's fentanyl bust on the West Coast.
It is your friends, it is your neighbors who are using drugs. Again, sometimes they know that they're taking fentanyl, sometimes they think they're taking something else.
Photos show the massive haul of drugs and weapons seized in a joint law enforcement operation. Federal authorities tracked groups who they say smuggled the drugs across the Mexican border and tried to recruit people in the Seattle area to distribute them. The stash includes guns, ammo, more than $1 million in cash and heroin, along with 1,000 pounds of meth and 330,000 pills of fentanyl. Separate busts in Arizona and Oregon brought in more than 18 pounds of the drug.
We have to address the demand. We cannot prosecute and arrest our way out of these problems. We have to address the demand.
In Colorado, law enforcement is now warning about so-called rainbow fentanyl. They say the pills have become more colorful just in the last few months.
They're starting to morph from just your traditional white pressed pill to where now we're starting to see these where they're looking a little bit more like your traditional candies.
Officials say it doesn't seem the new colors are designed to lure in children, but rather make it easier to disguise and smuggle the drug. Still, law enforcement is warning parents to be extra vigilant, especially around Halloween. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
And fentanyl is up to 100 times more potent than morphine. Authorities believe as many as 40% of the pills they seized contain fatal doses.